So Sarah asks, how do you know when to flex a horse? Really, I go to flexing my horse anytime that they're wiggly, especially if I'm starting a young horse, a green horse, a horse that when I'm riding them, they're just super, super fidgety, right? So we work on flexing on the ground with our horse. So I'll show you here with Mr. Wendy here. You're okay, bud. And if I want to flex a horse, essentially what I'm doing is I'll draw my hand down the rein and I'll tip them around until that nose comes all the way down and across to their side here. So I'm going to hold Wendy here. He's being a little bit stiff, but I'm just going to, there, hold him. There we go, until he comes around. Okay, so that's how we flex a horse. What happens is when you flex a horse, you'll hold it. And a lot of horses, when you first teach them how to flex, they'll move kind of in a circle. Let me show you what that looks like. And again, this is whether it's on the ground or under saddle. Okay, but let's say I go to flex and I'm going to put some pressure on him. But a lot of horses will just move and dance in a circle like that, right? And so what you'll do is you'll keep them flexed until they bring that nose around and they quit moving. Okay, so I'm going to stay with him here till he brings that nose around. He's got to be soft. And what I mean by soft is I don't want to just force him to do it. I'm not pulling him around. I'm holding him until he gives. There. You see how he gave there? Right? Like he came into the pressure. It wasn't just me. Right now I'm holding, 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 give. Right? Okay, I'll show you again. Holding, I'm tugging, I'm pulling, holding. There. Not quite. It needs to be polite. So I want him to give politely here. I'm gonna hold. That's not a give. There, there. You guys see the difference there? So if I'm riding a horse and they're fidgeting all over the place, they're dancing, I'll flex them. I'll keep it. I'll pull their nose all the way up to my hip with my rein, and I'm going to hold until they give and they quit moving. If they start dancing again, guess what? Immediately, I'll flex them. So it's a little bit different from the old way. You'll see people when a horse is dancing around, quit, get after that horse. And there's like spurring that horse and yanking on the rein, and it just sends the horse to the roof. They have a lot of they have a lot of anxiety. But what I'd rather do is say, okay, you can dance, but if you dance, I'm pulling you around and it's going to be uncomfortable. And all you do is just kind of drill into a circle and they'll spin in circles. Horses hate spinning in circles like that. But the moment that they stop spinning and they soften, they give us a give, then I release it. Most people don't flex their horses enough. It's the easiest way to teach a horse to quit dancing and jigging and dancing around when you just want them to stand still. But you got to do it over and over and over again. It might be 20, 30, 40, 50 times if that's what it takes. But once they get it, they get it. So to answer your question, Sarah, how do you know when to flex them? Anytime I'm on my horse and they start just moving or walking off on their own, I didn't ask them to do it. I'm flexing that horse around so that they know that they find their peace in standing still and being with me.